Okay, Nashville part two. So where we left off, I'm sitting in my seat falling apart. So the biggest heartbreak of all is that the financial side of it, because I barely had enough money to make it happen at all at its best. And it ended up costing $600 in total to get on that flight with my luggage. And yeah, so $600 I really didn't have. And then I got, hang on. When I got off the plane, I think I had like an adrenaline crash nap for 25 minutes, and then I was kind of unsettled the rest of the plane ride. But we got to Nashville, amazing, somehow, by some course of miracle. And as I come out into the corridor, there's a gentleman standing there waiting for me, and he's got this kind of like, sad sort of pity smile on his face, and he comes over and he goes, just think of all the stories you're gonna have. And I just like almost started like laughing, crying at the same time, like, oh my god, I already have all the stories. I can't take no more stories. Like, oh, I just can't take any more. And so he handed me $70 Canadian and said, and he hoped that it helped. And shout out Paul, that was his name. I made sure I always remembered his name. Thank you. So I think I took a day to just recoup by the pool and get to know my hosts a little bit. And then the next day I set out to find a bank so that I could withdraw American money and give to my hosts. So I took out half of the amount. This is important. I went to my bank's affiliate bank, which is the Bank of America. I went directly to a teller. I said I would like to withdraw this amount. Okay? We tried one amount. It didn't go through. It declined. Then we tried the second amount, and it did work because I just wasn't sure about the conversions and what was in my account after the damage from the plane ticket. So I don't have overdraft protection. So if you're trying to hit my account with something, we just got proof right there in the moment. It doesn't work. So then we took out the actual amount that was in there. That's fine. There was a little bit left in my account. And then I took my cash, gave it to my host, and then I went out and did whatever on the strip. I think that was the night I went to the Bluebird. And I went to pay for my supper. And my card declined, and I was like, well, that's weird because it shouldn't decline. But, you're working with a Canadian card in the States, you're not sure. So whatever, I took $20 out of the cash that I had pulled from my host, and I went back inside and paid. And then when I went out to my car, I looked, and I saw that my account was overdrawn like $700. And I was like, what? So I don't have overdraft protection, remember, right? So I'm like, whoa. But this was a Saturday at 9 o'clock at night or something. So I'm not getting anything achieved until Monday, right? So come Monday, I'm on the phone. I'm at Bank of America. They're on the phone. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? Because you think something like that's just going to bounce back in 24 hours, right? And it keeps every single day I would wake up and it would still be there. It would still be minus 700 or whatever it was every day. And I don't have people that can bail me out that much, or I have this, I'm incapable of asking for help. I don't know what it is. I haven't overcome it myself, but I don't have people who can help me like that. So I luckily had $400 in cash. Sorry. That converted to like $270. And that's what I lived on. And that's what I made all those videos and all those memories with, was just that little cash. Sorry. Nashville is the heart and soul of country music, and my people are there, and who I am makes sense there. And I found that out. And I got to meet some really amazing people and have some really cool experiences. But when I tell you that it was hellish the whole time I was there, it was hellish for me because I didn't know who was to blame. And I just felt completely like just in a state of panic because, you know, and then you get there and you're like, well, you just like, how stupid of me to have even come, you know, and you're fighting back and forth with like, is this the universe telling you that this is not, you know, what you're supposed to be doing? Or is this like the real test? Is this, you know, like, is this, I don't know, you know, but I say that about life all the time. If you know my story at all, you know what kind of adversity I've already had to deal with. So what I'm trying to do with music is really hard to do on my budget. And I've been able to make some pretty cool magic happen. And, you know, I don't want my Nashville experience to be totally shrouded by that, and I feel like it's just so unfair that it was taken from me and that was my whole experience. But shout out to the awesome people that I did get to meet and the places that I did get to play and sing, and you know, it was pure magic somehow. And let me tell you folks, I didn't have any plans deliberately because I didn't want the border to think that I was trying to work down there. I thought that's what they'd be worried about. Nobody ever said anything to me about that. But I deliberately didn't plan anything, and I played at Tootsie's. I played at Second Fiddle. I played at the Stage, Alan Jackson's, and Hank Williams Jr. And shout out to all the musicians who pulled me up on their stages, but especially Jared Ames. Thank you. I think he gave me 3 stages on Broadway, which was pretty awesome. Super grateful, and he is an incredible artist, so check him out. But yeah, so I'm gonna try to, oh man, I'm running out of time again. So a week later, the following Saturday, the money finally bounced back. That transaction finally bounced back and brought my account back to 0, basically, after all of that. And anyway, I got it all sorted out. I went to take out the second half of what I owed my house, but I called my bank first and I said, this is wild and I cannot have this happen again. Like, you don't understand. I'm a girl on my own in a foreign country, and you guys are really like, you're gambling with my life here and my livelihood. Like, what are you doing? And you're telling me you're helpless to help me. Like, it didn't make any sense. And they assured me it would not happen again. And guess what? It happened again. My mom had to Western Union me $200 just to get me home, put gas in my rental car so that I could return it. And even then, they dinged me for not having $6 of gas in it. Like, anyway, it's just a whole thing. Oh my God. And I didn't have money when I got home either. In the end, Scotiabank compensated me $150. Said, sorry, we really just don't know what happened. So go to my YouTube, check out the highlight reel, and when you watch it, know that behind that camera, behind those moments, was a girl freaking trembling and shaking at her knees because she was trying to make something happen with nothing. Okay, and thank you all so much for your support, because this girl has to climb mountains on her own, and I accept it, but your encouragement and your support means everything to me, so thank you.